Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. It's one of my favorite times of year, and certainly one of my favorite events is coming up, Lip Sync for Lungs 5, which is benefiting and bringing awareness to American Lung Association. We have Janelle Hom, on the show today. She is the executive director. I'll call you all sorts of great names, but the amazing Janelle is with American Lung Association Central Florida region. It's got a very specific name, but it's Central Florida. We also have Chelsea Ryckis and Steve Gunter. They are part of the event. I also am too. I'm a judge. They're going to tell you what they're doing and what they're prepping for. And it's November 10th, so it's coming up soon. Get your tickets. We're going to talk about that too. Welcome to my friends. How are you all today?
Doing
Lovely.
good.
You're awesome.
Good. That's
Thanks
the
for
quietest
having us
I've ever
on.
seen. Oh, good. There he is. He's going to pop in. I knew it would happen. All right. So before we get started with the intros of the people that we may not know, our dear friend Janelle Hom is here, and she's going to share a little 411 on her and American Lung Association.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having us back. We've been having so much fun with you, talking to different people that are involved with this, and it's such a fun cast of characters. But yeah, to give you a little background, so Janelle Hom rhymes with mom is the way I like to say it, but I'll answer to just about anything. I've been at the Lung Association for 14 and a half years, and the volunteers there are absolutely amazing. They bring our mission to life. Started there as an intern a long time ago, so I've grown some roots there. But truly, the volunteers had me hooked within a month of being at the Lung Association. And here I am, 14 and a half years later, wrangling up a cast of characters to raise money to further our mission. We have a saying, when you can't breathe, nothing else matters. And all of us actually on this interview have all been touched by lung disease in some way. The Lung Association is fighting over 28 different lung diseases, including lung cancer, asthma, COPD, helping people to fight tobacco and vaping addictions, making sure the air that you breathe is clean. Because again, when you can't breathe, nothing else matters. And that's what we're here for.
Beautiful. Gosh, you've got that down to a science, the way you gave that. That's not an elevator speech. That's a master speech. All right. Thank you, Janelle. Chelsea, tell us a little bit about you. You're new to my show, so I'm excited to have you. Welcome.
Hi, yes, Chelsea Ryckis, formerly Chelsea Wally. I've only had this new name for like 3 months, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. I own a benefits agency called Ethos Benefits with my now husband, Donovan. And I have been lucky enough to work with Janelle in the past. So I used to raise money, be a fundraiser for the American Lung Association. My event was the Fight for Air Climb, and I thought the lip sync folks were nuts. And here I am a few years later. So that kind of came full circle. But yeah, excited to work with Steve. Met him at the event last year, and we had some really funny banter. And we're like, maybe we could really be winners together. So that's what we're going to do this year. We're going to kick everyone else's butt. I'm glad I'm meeting you because you're a judge and I didn't realize that. So hopefully we get on your good side today.
Always on my good side, but money and, well, I won't say that.
I was going to ask if you accept bribes, but didn't know if that was acceptable.
Just a joke, anyone who's really paying attention to that.
Chelsea, let's look at it this way. We were judges last year. We would have taken bribes, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think the same holds true.
So without further ado, my dear friend Steve Gunter is with us. What's up, Steve? Tell us about you for those people who don't know, and tell us what you're doing with Chelsea. Give us, because you guys are contestants, right?
Oh, yeah.
We are. Well, I'm a 2-time loser as a contestant.
You didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, that's why I signed up with you. I need to be elevated a little bit, Chelsea. You got a burden here.
Yeah, clearly.
So I was I did a montage from Pitch Perfect one year with my assistants, and then the next year I was Freddie Mercury, and both times I finished second in the voting, but first in fundraising. So Chelsea's got a lot of pressure here to carry her weight on the fundraising side while elevating me to be able to actually win, and that's a heavy load. But I have spent my life in preparation for just this moment to be Chelsea's sidekick to win money. I've been waiting for the opportunity. And after 60 long years, it is here. And I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be pretty much the high point in my life because we're going to win both.
We are going to win both.
Wow, I like positive. That's good. Keep
That's
it going. But Steve, tell them what you do at your day job and night job and weekend job.
I own the tap room at Dubsdread and Dubsdread Catering. We do, between our venues, we do about 350 weddings a year, which is quite astonishing if you knew my history of being a 30-year bachelor claiming I was never getting married again. But I did, because I met a wonderful woman, and you grab a hold of those people when you find them.
You do. She's amazing.
But
All right,
I had a 30-year vow of no marriage, and yet I was watching 350 weddings a year go through our places. So it was fun.
And now look, you couldn't be any happier.
Correct.
I'm trying to help you out there, Steve.
I need the points, as you know.
All right, Janelle, tell us about the event. Let's get to the details, where people can get tickets, what's going to happen, how this is all going to work out. Because we want you guys to come. It's going to be an amazing time.
Absolutely. So when this airs, we're going to be just under 2 weeks out from the big event. So November 10th is the big day at SAC Comedy Lab in downtown. Such a cool venue. Doors open at 5:30. So you'll be able to come on in after work, grab a drink. We've got an auction, be able to check out the setting and get to know some of the other people there. Performances will start right around 6:30-ish. It's like we like to say with this event, everything's an ish. And I can promise you the entertainers that are lined up are, gosh, from all walks of life. We've got all types of music for this, and it's going to be epic. But we are also going to make sure we bring home the message of why we do what we do and why the mission of the American Lung Association is so important for our residents here in Central Florida. You can get tickets and learn about some of the background of these celebrities. Check out our special guests and judges at lipsyncforlungsorlando.org. Tickets aren't very expensive either. It's a cheap date night, $35 for general admission, $50 for VIP. And when you buy your tickets, you can actually check a box that says, hey, I came here to see Steve and Chelsea. They're going to get credit. And this is also a good time for them to pitch their Vote For Me speech too, if you guys want to jump in.
Oh, yeah, Vote For Me speech. Let's hear it.
After you, Chelsea. Ladies first.
Dang it. I haven't seen one of these, but we will just do it. So vote for me, Chelsea Ryckis, because I am super funny on stage, and Steve and I are going to crush it. And honestly, all right, it's starting to come to me. Let me try again. Cut. All right. Hi, I'm Chelsea Ryckis. Vote for me for Lip Sync for Lungs and Steve, because we not only do we truly believe in the American Lung Association mission and have been personally impacted by it, we intend to be the funniest, the most organized, the best looking duo on that stage, and we will take it home. So vote for the winners. Might as well get ahead.
Woo. Steve, you have anything to follow up with that?
It's hard to follow that, but I will add the organization and let Chelsea handle the best looking. How about that?
Deal.
She said we're going to be organized and the best looking. I can only do one of those. So
actually, I was going for organized, so I don't know.
No, you went by default. I'm involved in this because of people I've lost to lung cancer, and some of them were very close, and it was very personal, and it is fun. And I had stepped back from performing to be a judge last year, but truly after meeting Chelsea, and we stood there and we had more fun judging than anybody could ever have. We realized we're both sarcastic and we both, like to be a little outrageous. So we decided to team up this year, and I'm excited to do it because it's going to be a lot of fun doing it with somebody, and somebody fun like Chelsea. So vote for us if you think we're worthy. Definitely buy tickets in advance, because I just found out that we're going to have to rush to buy tickets, and I have a lot of friends coming, so I'm going to buy them for them. Just to make sure because they're all like, oh no, we're coming. I'm like, have you bought tickets yet? They're like, no. I said, well, they're starting to dwindle. So I'm going to make sure that they get their tickets done. But definitely vote for us by sending money. And if you're one of the hundreds of people that I've donated to your causes in the past, I expect a little reciprocation here. This is important to me.
Yes.
Fair enough. There's an ask there. You should.
There's an ask.
There's an ask.
All
Ted,
right.
I think you should cut that, take out my entire part. And
No. That's what's great about it. No editing.
No editing.
They love a person that is completely authentic, and so you guys obviously are.
Yeah.
All right, Chelsea, we are that.
You
We
are
are completely
100%
authentic. If nothing else, we are that.
All right. So before Janelle gives the final details again, Chelsea, tell the audience the best way they can find out more about you and what you do.
Sure. You can follow me on Instagram at Benefits Boss. You can check me out on LinkedIn, Chelsea Ryckis, or you can go ethosbenefits.com. We actually just did a rebrand this year from our former company name. So put a lot of time and a little bit of money into the rebrand. If you want to check it out, not going to be mad about it. Super fresh, super fun, a totally different perspective on employee benefits. So that's how you can find me.
Fantastic. And how about you, Steve?
I'm easy to find. I'm at the tap room at Dubsdread at least 4 days a week. And if you buy 2 steak and crab cake dinners with an expensive bottle of wine, I'll stand up on the bar rail and recreate the lip sync for you personally.
Oh my God. Challenge noted.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
That done.
Come on, Chelsea. We might be busy for a few weeks.
Yeah.
All right, Janelle, last time, tell them the best way that they can get tickets and learn more.
Absolutely. You can visit lipsyncforlungsorlando.org. You can check out your celebrities. You can vote for them. You can get your tickets. All of the information is on there. We're updating it constantly. So that is where you're going to go. And if I can quickly tell a very quick story related to Steve and his connection to the mission. So the American Lung Association held a live lung cancer support group for many years in our local office. And there was one individual in particular who he just was an incredible personality. He was really inspiring to others, and he was living with lung cancer. And he sadly lost his battle a few years ago. And I really did not realize that Steve knew this individual until took my family there, I think, for a holiday dinner. It might have been a birthday, and we got sat at this corner booth in the tap room. And I looked down at the table, and there was a plaque that had this individual's name on it. And it was truly by chance that we were sat at this booth. And I immediately texted Steve, and it's like, oh my God, I didn't realize that you also knew Matt. And he was just a really special individual. I know, Steve, you have a number of different connections to our mission, but that one was a really touching one for me a couple of years ago.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Matt's assistant would call every Friday, and she would say, Matt will be in on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday next week. And we knew that he would be in at 11:30 and wanted to sit at table 13. So that was all she would say. These are the days he's coming. The time never varied. And of course, he always wanted that table. And so Matt and I became very dear friends. And he's just he was a larger than life personality. And wherever he is now, I'm sure he's dominating the room. But I will tell you this. Chelsea and I did have one question for you, Ted.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Is the currency of choice alcohol or money? We know one's near and dear. We know both are near and dear to your heart, but one seems to be a little more. We just want to make sure we're trading in the proper currency.
Definitely the first one.
All right, Chelsea, I got that covered.
Noted.
I said that on purpose because I know you have that covered.
We got one first place vote out of the judges. Definitely done.
You guys are amazing. All right, lipsyncforlungsorlando.org. Get your tickets. Find out more. It's November 10th. Doors open at 5:30. Get involved. Give back. And I always like to bring this up. When you think of American Lung Association, you mostly think of lung cancer. But like Janelle mentioned, COPD, there's so many other diseases, viruses, things that COVID that were lung-oriented that American Lung Association had to step up and really get involved in. So we are thankful for everything that Janelle and her team have done. And we want to see you there on November 10th. Get your tickets. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Janelle. We'll see you at the event. Bye, everybody.
Bye.